Stone wall to the east coast. Along this line, Marine troops face the concentrated fire of Japanese artillery, which has been the most effective yet encountered in any Pacific operation. Here, our armored units must operate over terrain that is tactically advantageous to the Japanese. Volcanic outcroppings and coral knobs enable the enemy to withdraw from one fortified ridge to another. His cliffside emplacements and observation points command most of the negotiable terrain, comprising a stubborn rat-hole defense system which must be probed and overcome point to point. Artillery delivers heavy fire on the central strong point of the enemy's defense line, the garrison village of Shuri, which is too heavily fortified for frontal assault. Seasonal rains persisting for weeks force curtailment of our artillery action due to the difficulty in maintaining ammunition supply. Virtually all vehicular transport is bogged down by roads that are 2 to 3 feet deep in mud. As the rain continues, many organizations manage to maintain at least a minimum of supply by manhandling small units of food, ammunition, and parts up to the forward area. The mud and rain have slowed but not halted our operations. And where there is no other means of supply, delivery is made by regular parachute airdrops. With the main road west of Shuri severely damaged by shell fire and apparently rendered impassable by weeks of rain, the Japanese have withdrawn most of their strength to the eastern side of Shuri to thwart a possible flanking movement from that direction. However, a Marine unit proceeding without heavy support through the ravines and gullies, succeeds in breaking the light western flank, held, opening the way for a successful reduction of the fortress. The strongest above-ground fortification on Okinawa was Shuri Castle. This medieval structure, with walls more than 5 feet thick, withstood over 25 direct hits from our naval gunfire. The citadel was the keystone of the Shuri defense area, 120 acres of village and barracks installations which were totally destroyed. Outflanked and almost encircled, many of the garrison had been evacuated, leaving a skeleton force which was completely wiped out. With the fall of this garrison, the eastern flank of Naha is exposed, in airport city of Naha. What was soon to develop into a drawn-out siege opens with intense bombardment of the approaches to the city. Advanced Marine units penetrating deep into the outlying suburbs of Naha engage in enemy patrol. As Japanese resistance withdraws within the city proper, our troops advance to secure positions within the suburbs and on the outskirts of the capital. We are denied entry into the downtown districts by the mud flats of the Asato River and the effective observation and fire of the Japanese artillery. Our carrier and Okinawa-based aircraft aid in support of the ground action. Offshore, supporting units of our fleet execute fire missions against the Naha area. The intensive sea and air bombardment delivered against Japanese OP and battery positions, as well as troop concentrations, aids in making untenable the high ground commanding Naha, from which the enemy is directing his defense of the city. Ashore, against stubborn one-step-at-a-time withdrawal, our troops fight their way through the suburban perimeter of the island capital. With the elimination of Japanese observation points, the mudflats of the Osato River, the only other barrier, are bridged, and our advance units enter the downtown area of Naha. Cautious house-to-house, street-by-street investigation of the city finds only scattered pockets of last-ditch defenders. They are troublesome, but relatively ineffectual remnants of the garrison that had successfully stopped our advance for more than a month.